The Bachelor Life. Chances are you've been sold on some type of ideal dream white picket fence lifestyle, right? We've been sold on, at least in America, the American dream. And it goes something like this. You find a nice stable job, you find a good woman, you marry her, you get the white picket fence and the house and the dog, you have kids, and you grow old together happily ever after. All right, if you've heard something like that, I'm guessing we all have. I'm here to give you an alternative way of living, the Bachelor Life. And as many of you guys know by now, things have changed these days. That old dream, it sounds kind of nice, right? If it was that simple, but guys watching this video, you probably know as well as I do that that is kind of a lie, a facade that we've been sold. It's never that simple. So I'm here to explain to you the alternative life of the Bachelor Life. And I want to give you, I can sum up everything I love about the Bachelor Life with one word. And then those of you watching this video, if you have lived the Bachelor Life, if you're living it right now, if you could post below in the comments some positives of living the Bachelor Life so that any guy that's kind of still stuck in that dream state of like, oh, but I've been, I'm supposed to get the girl and the house and the white picket fence and all that stuff, right? That dream, if they're fighting that, I want this comment section to be some inspiration for all the guys that are like, you know what? That other life sounds pretty cool too. And, especially if you're MGTOW, you already know the benefits. But here's my favorite thing about the Bachelor Life. Everything that I love about the Bachelor Life can be summed up in this one word. Freedom. All right, freedom. And there's a few things specifically that I'm talking about that maybe you didn't think about before, but from looking around, and I've been living the Bachelor Life for 10, 11 years or something. So I have seen all of my friends go from Bachelor Lives to some form of relationship, maybe marriage. And slowly over time, there are certain things that I've just come to love about the Bachelor Life that they do not get anymore. And again, if you're in a relationship or marriage right now, this is not meant to hate on you or your choice. This is meant for some inspiration to those guys that didn't know there was an alternative view. And, it's not really socially acceptable. You kind of seem like a loser if you choose to be the Bachelor. But, these days, that's not really the truth anymore. So one of the things about freedom is I love to eat a certain way. So freedom of what I choose to eat. And some people don't think about this, but if you're living with a woman or you have a wife, whatever, you have family, you have not only yourself to think about, but other people. What do they like to eat? Now, I love to juice, like fruits and vegetables. I juice, I drink a lot of smoothies. I'm a vegetarian, so I eat a lot. I eat differently. So that is just one little choice of freedom that a lot of guys don't think about, but it's so nice for me. I can eat whatever I want. I can decide whatever I want to eat. I can juice all day long, and I don't have to worry about someone else like complaining about that. So freedom of choice of food. All right, that's just one little tiny one. Freedom to travel. Here's some other examples. Every year I go to a family reunion in Minnesota for 2 weeks. And it's my favorite time of year. All my relatives go there. Throughout my life, though, I've gone there every single day. I've missed one day in my entire life of 2 weeks there. So that's really important to me. I love being there. The freedom to travel where I want, when I want is one thing, because even my brother now, he has a wife who has another big side of family. So he only can come 1 week now out of the year there. My other brother has a girlfriend that has family traveling somewhere else, so he has to split his time. My cousins, I see this all the time, like they have to split their time now when they get together. And me, that's my favorite thing, and that's something that I've never wanted to change. I've wanted to go 2 weeks every single year to this place. I just love being there. And that's something that I have been able to do because I don't have to go, oh, you know what? My wife's friend's getting married. We can't go this year. Freedom to travel when you want, where you want, and you don't have to think about someone else to do it. Again, I'm not hating on the other side of this, but these are some great perks that really, I don't know. I probably would take it for granted if I didn't see how all my buddies and people in my family don't get to do the same things I get to do. Here's one. Freedom to play video games. How about that? Now, of course, you can too. You can be in a relationship, play video games, all that. But you know what I mean? Like, you know how you get judged or nagged or something about playing video games? Right now, I like Fortnite. I like playing Fortnite. It's addicting to me. And I get to now play Fortnite whenever I want. Now, even if I'm playing, with some buddies or whatever, like I love playing with my brother, and I can still have a girl come over and I'll just tell her like, hey, we're going to play Fortnite. We'll make it a drinking game. But I mean, if you're cool with that, then you can come hang out. And she's like, okay. So I can still, whereas we just know this is the truth. Now, I could sit here and go, well, you got to own your frame and all that. But I'm starting to realize in a relationship, it's probably not that easy. And you guys might also have some experience with that even if you think you can hold your frame, like I feel like I can hold my frame. Well, I think that I was being optimistic. I could see how over time, I mean, it would be hard to keep that frame up over time constantly. And something like video games, as silly as it is, like a lot of guys I know love video games, or they did at one point, and now it's like, no, that's childish. You kind of have to discount it because they've been in a relationship for a while. But man, I love myself some Fortnite. Hey, look me up. Texting Prince, Xbox Live. All right, now, okay. Here's another one. Freedom to hang out with friends. Now, this is more, there's so many layers to this. Now, not only have I've lost friends who, girlfriends or wives, know what I do now, and they don't want their husband or boyfriend hanging out with me because they think that I'm a bad influence. Like I'm going to, give them the independent thought to do what they want and all that stuff. So I've lost friends from that scenario alone. But here's a bigger one that I didn't even think about until I see it with other people. When you have a relationship, it's like, okay, the weekend comes around. And again, you guys with experience speak to this if this is true. Because again, I haven't been in a relationship, so I don't play this game, but I see it where it's like the weekend comes around, hey, we're going to hang out with my friends. We're going to go out with my group. Now, I'm not saying it's just one way or the other way, but I'm just saying the Bachelor Life, you don't have to choose. You don't have to split time with your friends and her friends. You literally can hang out with whoever you want, whenever you want. That is so big, guys. And if you've ever came out of a relationship and you realize that your friendships with your guys weren't the same afterwards because you kind of shunned them or had to take a lot of time away from them because of that, then you can appreciate this fact that that's a big one, man. I have one of my best friends since second grade. I still get to hang out. He's a bachelor as well. And we get to do what we want. And I love that about them. And we've been maintained this close relationship throughout the years simply because we have had this kind of ability, this freedom to be able to hang out with each other, stay in contact, always do it so we never lose touch. All right, now the last one and there's plenty I can think of, but I want to hear your personal stories. I love reading the comments from you guys. And again, I want this to hopefully be inspiring to our other brothers out there that are having a hard time dealing with the thought of potentially living the bachelor life. It's not a bad thing. It's not like you're defeated, so you had to be a bachelor. It's like, no, you're empowered and you get to do all these cool things. So here's the last big one is the freedom to spend your money on things you want. Whoa. Do I even need to say any more than that? Right? I don't need to even say more than that. You guys know what I'm talking about. Freedom to spend your money on what you want, where you want. Freedom to keep your money when you don't want to spend it on unnecessary things. Even as simple as, and some guys are really good about this. I actually have a buddy that's always with a girlfriend, but he's always, as long as I've known him, he makes her pay for half of everything no matter what. He's always done that. Now, that would be an exception to the rule. Because even I know, if I'm hanging out with women, even though I know like, okay, they should, we should be splitting this, or she should be contributing a lot, I still, my biological desire wants to pay for things. So I think it's normal for men that if you are in a long relationship, even if you did a good 50-50, I take this bill, you take this, you're going to spend a lot more. And again, just the freedom to choose what you want to spend it on. Oh, do you want to go out to dinner? Do you want to take salsa dance lessons with her and spend there's a lot of things that, again, I choose where I put my money. That's just another freedom of choice. This video might have been longer than I intended, but seriously, the true goal of this video is to show there's an alternative point of view and an alternative living situation that I think a lot of guys are waking up to. And so if you're one of them, or you're aspiring to be that, in the comments, tell us what are some benefits of living that bachelor life. Love you guys.
Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe. Peace.